I had to admit that I loved watching porn more than I loved God. I had to admit that I loved watching porn more than I loved spending time with God. It was a tough pill to swallow, but I had to admit that. I had to admit that, to see that there is unbelief in that area of my life. There's an area in my life where I don't believe God can actually do what He has said He will do in that area of my life. Honestly, I had to admit that I loved porn more than I loved being with God, more than I loved spending time with God. I loved it more. I mean, when I gave my life to Christ, I was like, God, you can take it all, right? But keep this between us. You can take it all, but God, keep this between us. Let's work together on this one. Let's not let anyone else find out. Let's not let anyone else in here, but just me and you. Yeah. For years, I came with that same mentality. But you know what, God? We will work on it together. Work on it together. I didn't want anyone to touch that area. I didn't want anyone in. I never let anyone in that close because I thought I would slip up and reveal something that I never thought about it also. I had to admit that I loved porn more than I loved God. It was painful, but it was needed. Because now I knew exactly that I could not get over this with my own strength. I could not. I tried time and time again. I could not. Right? But now it was something else entirely different. I was like, God, right? There's this area of my life that I don't believe that you could fulfill. I keep on going back to it for a reason. I keep on going back to it because it's that one area that gives me comfort, that helps me with stress, that does so many aspects of my life. It has done so many things in the past few years. It has been there, right? I still don't believe that you would be there for me like porn was. I still don't believe that you would comfort me. You would comfort me, or you would be there for me, or you would just be. Yeah, I just did not believe God would do that for me. I just did not see Him that way. I didn't, and I had to be honest with God. God, I don't see you this way. Please help me in this area. Please help me in this part of my life, because it keeps on sending me back. Please help me see you that way. Help me see you as the comforter. See you as a redeemer. See you as loving and kind. Help me see you that way. That's all I did. If I was not willing to admit that part, then I would still be. I think I would have still be watching porn until this day. I was not willing to admit that there was a part of my life, a part in this life that God has given me where I don't want Him to touch. I just wanted to say that. And just wanted to say that in many times I think of it, is that if I was not willing, if I was not willing to admit to myself what God already knew, if I was not willing to let God help that part of my life, He was not going to force Himself. He was not going to force Himself into that. No, He was not going to force Himself. He gave us free will. He will only come to you if you want Him. Seek Him and you will find. Seek Him and you will find Him. He didn't force me. He didn't coerce me. He didn't do anything. It made that choice. And I'm glad I did. Now you make that choice. Sit down with God and allow Him to reveal that area of your life where there's unbelief, allow him to sit with you and be together and just be in his presence.